Ever wonder why it's morning in one part of the world and night in another? That's the magic of time zones. Time zones exist because our planet is constantly rotating on its axis. And as it does, different parts of the world experience different times. This rotation is what gives us our days and nights. Earth is divided into 24 sections, each roughly 15 degrees of longitude wide. These sections are what we call time zones. But why 24? Because they represent 24 hours. As Earth rotates, different parts face the sun at different times, creating day and night across the globe. This division helps us standardize time so that everyone within a particular zone follows the same clock, making it easier to organize our lives. Think of it like this. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, so the time changes as you move east or west across the globe. This means that when it's noon in one place, it could be early morning or late evening in another. This system allows us to keep track of time in a way that aligns with the natural cycle of daylight and darkness. But what happens when a country stretches across multiple time zones? Countries like Russia, the USA and Canada have multiple time zones due to their vast size. This can make things a bit more complex, but it also allows each region to have a time that is more closely aligned with the position of the sun in the sky. For example, Russia spans 11 time zones. They manage this by having a time system where each region has its own time zone based on its geographic location. This means that when it's 9 a.m. in Moscow, it could be 8 p.m. in Kamchatka. This system helps people in different parts of the country to have their day aligned with the daylight hours. Some countries, like China and India, use a single time zone across the entire country, even if their land area spans multiple zones. This can lead to some interesting situations, such as in China, where the entire country follows Beijing time, even though the western regions experience daylight much later than the eastern regions. This unified time zone approach simplifies scheduling and communication within the country. But it can also mean that people in different parts of the country experience significant differences in their daily routines. So you can imagine, how does this affect daily life? For instance, if you're in New York and you need to call someone in Tokyo, you need to be aware of the 13-hour time difference to avoid calling them in the middle of the night. Businesses that operate globally often have to navigate these time differences. Imagine airlines business, which needs to ensure that passengers arrive at their destinations at convenient times. Time zones may seem complicated, but they help keep our world in sync with the Earth's rotation. They allow us to have a standardized way of keeping time that aligns with the natural cycle of day and night. So next time you travel, remember, it's not just the distance that changes, it's the time too. Embrace the complexity of time zones and appreciate how they help us stay in sync with the Earth's rotation.